Okay, we are actually approaching the midway break. It's going to be this little wintertime break situation going on here with Have and Have Nots. And these folks are just getting really, really nasty with each other, and other people are clearing up some of their problems. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Have and Have Nots, Season 7, Episode 10. As I said, some people are being nastier to each other than they've been in the past, where other people are surprising us and really patching up some of their stuff. But we're going to talk about it. Just roll with me. First things first, Veronica and Catherine. These two, it's like the Clash of the Titans. So everybody's there together at the house. You got Catherine and Jim sitting on one side of the table. You got Catherine and Jim sitting on one side of the table. David and Veronica sitting on the opposite side of the table. So right there, it's just a recipe for disaster. You got Wyatt in the basement with the shotgun and all that. He done eased up the steps. Now they're so into what they doing, they ain't paying this fool no attention. He done eased up the damn steps, got this gun loaded, done sat it up in the kitchen, and he done went on upstairs, crazier than cat shit. He done called Jeffrey, talking real stupid, talking about, yeah. He's, total crackhead. I can go do him right now. And Jeffrey is so wrapped up into his bullshit with Justin that he ain't really paying attention. He's like, well, you all had up and I told you, don't be calling me when you all had. So he's just playing him off, not paying any attention. Remember, nobody was paying Amanda any attention either. And you remember what happened to her, honey. Poosh, honey, and the top of her head was gone. But anyway. And you know what? I was just thinking about something. You know, there was a whole period there when people kept saying that Amanda didn't really kill herself. And they were thinking that somebody else might have killed Amanda. Hey, old Shotgun Billy. Did you shoot your sister? I don't know. Anyway, I always just went with the thing. I felt like she killed herself and that was that. And I just left it alone. But whatever. So Shotgun Billy is upstairs making stupid phone calls. They're down there arguing. And they were throwing the insults back and forth across there at each other. Child, when Veronica said, well, let's see what the country bumpkin who shot the person in her own house, so smart, let's see what she has to say. And she says, no, how about we see the bitch who hid the car? Let's see what she has to say. And then Veronica's like, so, this was your son that did all this. I told you, Jim. I told you a long time ago that you needed to get your son in line. And David's like, Veronica, don't do that. And Catherine said, I'm warning you, bitch. Don't go there. She's going to say, what? Your son is out of control. I told Jim to put your son in jail and leave him in jail, and maybe he would understand and be in line. And Catherine said, no, my son was in jail, and that's why everything is the way that it is now. Oh, so you're blaming him being in jail and all of that on him being a drug addict? She said, you know what, Veronica? How's Jeffrey? Last time I seen him, honey, he was so happy. I said, oh. How did that, Veronica? Was like, I said, I bet you started it. You started it. We say it all the time on YouTube. Kids are off limits. We can fight and argue when you get two YouTubers and they get to beefing and arguing and fighting, we say it all the time, kids is off limits, because when you start throwing kids in, that's when shit go left. Look, I'm telling you, because if you throw man in, y'all know what the next move is. Windmill and honey. Leave the kids out of it. But people don't follow that rule. We got some nasties on here on YouTube lately. They don't follow the rules, baby. They throw the kids in, baby, and let me tell you, it becomes an all-out cat fight. I'm so glad I ain't had none of them problems, because y'all see me really giving my whole 9 lives, baby. I will be giving, honey, and y'all don't want that, honey. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want me to say these nasty little things out of my mouth that I would say. But yeah, I said, child, you started, Veronica. She did, honey. And then Jim will chime in and say, yeah, you know, ain't no problem with him being the way that he was created to be, Veronica. And Dave was like, y'all stop it. You know what I mean? Child, I was like, this is all crazy. And she was like, she was sitting there, she was just getting all pissed off. That threw her off. So they continue on with what they're doing. Then the next thing you know, Veronica goes into one of her bipolar fits, honey, and she says, wait a minute. Hold on. This is what it was all about. You knew this was coming, David, didn't you? And David's like, what? No, I didn't know this was coming, Veronica. What are you talking about? She will say, okay. She said, you did. You knew it was coming. And this was a setup. You set me up. You set me up. This whole thing, like you wanted to work things out with me. You set me up because you knew that this was coming. See, I'm going to get on up out of here. And at this point, goddamn Catherine was having the time of her life. She said, look at the bitch. Look at her. Look at, don't take much for the paranoia setting in. You want a drink, hon? Hey, HAHN, you want a drink? How about 10? I said, oh, and she's laughing. Jim's like, stop it. Stop it, Catherine. And she was just literally just going deeper and deeper and deeper. I was like, Veronica, girl, you're coming unglued, honey. And she eventually got up and she left. And Jim was like, David, get her. You know, go back and work it out. So the two of them left. And I laughed to myself because I said, little do you all know, the Harringtons, Veronica's crazy just saved y'all. Because Shotgun Alley Billy upstairs is getting ready to shoot the place up. He's getting ready to pull a Columbine up in this mother, and y'all just escaped. And Hattie Catherine was sitting there having the time of her life laughing at everyone. She said, look at her, Hattie. Just paranoid. And she was. It was funny. It was just as crazy. She crazy as a box of goddamn rock salt. But that was funny. So that was that. The Harringtons have just freed themselves from the shoot up down to the Crier's house, I do believe. Anyway, let's go talk about Landon and Candace. Landon and Candace, they're bonding and they're having a girl moment, and they're kikiing and laughing and talking about clothes and all of this. And Landon's messing with Candace about this dress she picked. She's like, I ain't wearing that dress. She's like, he said, listen, I know what I'm doing. She's like, yeah, picking ugly clothes, honey. And he's like, she said, you wear it. He's like, well, if I thought it would make him look at me, honey, I would. Well, listen here. Then here comes Charles. I said, hey, Charles, you are determined to make me not like you. He come in there, and he's like, Landon. And I said, oh, here we go again with the bullying bullshit. And he's like, you know, he's starting that whole gay, I'm not gay shit again and all of that. Whatever. It didn't matter. And then Candace checked him about it. She's like, what's the big deal? He has a crush on you. He's like, I wish he would stop saying stuff like that, because if he wants to keep his job, he'll stop. She checked his ass and was like, you're a good looking man. You should be happy and flattered that he actually is attracted to you. Don't worry about it. And my thing was, if you stop fucking eavesdropping, see, something my mother told me a long time ago, eavesdroppers never hear nice things. Eavesdroppers, you understand that? Come in close. Eavesdroppers never hear nice things. Generally, you hear the truth, and the truth can hurt you. The truth is about the only thing that really will hurt you, is the truth. My grandmother was one that was really bad about eavesdropping. pick it up. You know how people pick up the phone and be listening? My grandmother did, but my grandmother was just as raunchy. She just pick it up. She ain't, you know, people be easing it up to make sure you don't know. My grandma would pick it up and just hold it. Like, Thelma, now Miss Thelma, hang up that phone. And she'd be like, it's my goddamn phone. I want to hear what's going on. My grandmother was real raunchy. She would just do shit like that. And so, you know, I was just as raunchy as her. If I actually was discussing something that she did or something she said, I kept right on with my conversation. And then I would tell her what my mother told me. Eavesdroppers never hear nice things. I was telling my friend how you were getting on my nerves earlier, and you're getting on my nerves now. Child, it would be me and my grandma. Child, miss my grandmother, honey. Me and my grandma would be at it. We would be at it because she was just me personified, child, and we would clash. We would clash, and we would have it. But then, if you try to get in it, we get shoulder to shoulder and tear your ass up, honey. It was interesting. I miss my granny. Anyway, it had a very strange relationship with my grandmother, but that was my girl, honey. Anyway, moving on. Eavesdroppers never hear nice things. Y'all remember that. Okay, so I was like, got pissed off with Charles. I was like, stupid. But then it went to this whole thing of him and Candace. And basically what he's doing is wooing Candace. You know, they're creating a relationship. And he's like, I only got 15 minutes. And she's like, well, why you still got your clothes on? He's like, oh, no, I ain't coming for no 15 minutes of sex because that wouldn't do nothing but frustrate me and annoy me. I said, oh, well, come on, long, strong, honey. Come on, honey. So he's sitting up there. He just wanted to sit up there and cuddle with her for 15 minutes. I said, she don't know nothing about that. And she did. He said, it feels good, don't it? She gonna say, yeah. She don't know nothing about that. She know about making 1,000 in 15 minutes, honey. Flinging that thing on him, honey, real fast and get him on out of that room. That's what she does. She's all, oh, my kind of girl. Anyway, but he told her, why don't you go see your mother? She's like, for what? Because y'all need to talk. Why don't you go see your mother? But what if she starts talking to me sideways? Then you'll handle it the way you need to handle it. Why don't you go see your mother? I said, oh, okay. I laughed. I was like, he crazy. And that was that. Let's move on to Jeffrey and Madison. Now, y'all know I done went to where I like Madison. I liked Madison. Madison just stupid. And I feel sorry for Madison. Madison is now the underdog. And Jeffrey used to be the underdog. I don't like Jeffrey these days. Jeffrey is getting on my nerves. I want to put these whole 5 fingers on Jeffrey. I just want to ask him, what did the 5 fingers say to the face, Jeffrey? Slap, bitch. That's what it said to him. Oh, he is on my nerves so bad. But he apologized to Madison. And he's leading Madison on again. And then at the same time, he's outside of Justin's house. And Madison's like, are you over? He's like, mm-hmm. He's like, listen, Jeffrey, please don't go in there. I have really, really bad feelings. Now, before this, we actually seen Crazy Joe in the apartment. He got like all these pictures up of Jeffrey and stuff. He is giving you total serial killer, stalker, crazy bullshit. I'm like, Madison told Jeffrey, tell me the address and stuff. And I just got a bad feeling. This, that, thing, and the other. He was going through all this. I said, you setting us up. You setting us up. Is Jeffrey going to leave this show? Or Justin? Which one of them are getting ready to leave the show? Somebody's going to die. Someone's going to die. And you know what? Quite honestly, I wouldn't be too upset if it was Jeffrey at this point. Because he needs to be taught a lesson. Because you ain't listening. So, I don't know. I don't know. If it was Lee Daniels, then I would be like definitely settled that it would be Jeffrey. But this is Tyler Perry. So, I'm not sure. But I believe that somebody's going to die. I think somebody's going to die in this situation. But I can't tell you which one it is yet. I'll tell y'all later. I don't know. But he wouldn't actually give Madison the address. Hell, it may just, you know what, with Tyler, it may end up being Madison, and then we'd be stuck with Jeffrey and goddamn stupid ass Justin for another season. We'll see. We'll see. And I definitely believe somebody's going to die over at the Crier house, too. Somebody's going to die. And I got a sneaking suspicion it ain't going to be Wyatt. I don't think it's going to be Wyatt. It's probably going to be somebody really off. It's really off. And I'm going to tell you, I have a suspicion of who it might be. And I'm going to tell y'all, and it's going to break my heart if it is, but I got a suspicion because I think it's going to create a whole hell of a lot of drama, but we're going to talk about when we get to it, okay? All right, so just hang on, keep on. You can't hang up yet. Don't click the button. You got to watch to the end of the damn review, so keep watching. Okay, so we flipped screens. The opposing politicians, you know, Charles has said, you know, half of the country loves me and half of the country hates me. So the opposing politicians, we see them meeting. They are running around trying to find things on Charles that they can't find anything. Can't find, remember he was cleaned up. They can't find anything. And then the one guy recognizes Candace in a picture. And he's like, clear the room, clear the room. And him and his little, one other guy, he's like, I know her. She's a whore. She's a whore. She robbed me down at the Artesian. He said, what did I tell you about your whores? He said, yeah, whatever. He said, don't tell me you can't find nothing on her. There's got to be something. So the opposing politicians are now going to be trying to get stuff on Candace to get at Charles. A mess. See, I knew Charles and Candace couldn't be just happy and it just move on because that couldn't happen. Okay, so let's flip on back. While Justin is in the house spying on Jeffrey out the window, Wyatt then called Jeffrey again. He's going on again, babbling. And Jeffrey's like, look, I told you don't be calling me with this high shit. He told her, I need Anna. And they won't let me have Anna. He says, why? Because we messed around. He gonna say, oh, well, come on, Wyatt. You know that's the rules. So then he starts really spiraling out to us. You did this. You did it. You're the one that had Anna take it away. You were jealous. This, that, and the other. He was like, no, didn't give a shit. You're a junkie, and I didn't care. And he said, I'm going to kill everyone here. I said, oh. So he's done spiraling out. Jeffrey had told him off, not paying no attention, and then hung up on him. I said, when you found out that he was really talking about your father and your mother too, that's going to be a mess. Anyway, Justin then comes out into the parking lot, and Jeffrey's like, how did you know I was out here? He's like, oh, I just had a feeling. And then he's talking, and then he's like, you smell something? And Jeffrey's like, what do you mean? He's like, you smell something? He gonna say, yeah, it smells like me. He's like, yeah, I thought me and you should wear the same fragrance being as though we're together. Now, Jeffrey, at this point, his first mind, then kicked in and is telling him something's weird. And he's telling him, come in, just please come in. Come on into the house. And he's like, okay, I'm going to come up in a minute, this, that, and the other. And I said, my body says I should, but my mind says no. Shirley Murdoch told you a long time ago, don't mess around. Leave it alone. But she didn't listen either. He ain't listening. He's not listening. I said, when your first mind tells you something, you're supposed to listen. That boy done just about snapped. He done snapped. And you can see Jeffrey's wheels spinning. And I'm like, who wants to smell like you, keeps on trailing you, beating up people, and you need to leave that shit alone. Anyway, so somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die in this little situation. Somebody is gonna die. Anyway, Vinny and Mitch. Oh, Uncle Vinny. Uncle Vinny that went about the wayside. He about to go rogue. He is determined that he's going to kill Wyatt. Flat out. He don't want to hear no bullshit. I'm killing his ass. Cut me in my neck, I'm killing his ass. So Mitch is going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and he's like, please let me work. Just let me work on this. How much did he owe you? He said $5,000. He said, well, how much do you want? How much would you want to get me to get this to stop? Maybe I can get money from his parents. He said, I want $50,000. He said 45,000 for my pain and suffering. He said, well, wait a minute. He said, that's ridiculous. He said, does grandma know that you want to do this? He's like, no. He said, that's right. Because she, the Criers and Mama Rose got a lot of Dylans. Jim Crier knows a lot of stuff about us. He did a lot of moving and shifting when he was behind the bench. Then he's like, he ain't behind the bench now. I'm fucking him up, period. I ain't thinking about Mama Rose around now. And then he's slick. He slickly threatened Mitch. Will say, you better stop stop taking up for these people. I was like, no, you ain't threatening Mitch on the slide. So Mitch said, just give me a couple days and let me try to get the $50K from his family. He gonna say, all right, go ahead. Go ahead. But if you don't, I'm telling you, I'm killing his ass. So Mitch is like, all right. Ding, 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 bingo. That's who I think Wyatt's going to end up killing. But it's going to be a mistake. I believe it's going to be a mistake. And I believe Wyatt's going to end up killing Mitch. And it's going to break my heart, honey, when Mitch leaves the show. Y'all know I love me some Mitch. But, yeah, I think I got a sneaking suspicion Mitch is going to get killed, which is going to draw up a whole bunch of shit as pertains to Mama Rose and those Mama and her boys, honey. I think it's going to be a whole problem. Anyway. Okay, so let's go over Hannah's house. Betty's still doing the same old dumb shit with Derek. I ain't even going into it. It's just dumb shit. He just giving Derek a hard time. Derek gonna whoop Betty's ass. But Candace shows up. I said, oh, she listened to Charles. She showed up, and then we got this really long scene. I'm not going to go through the whole scene. But Candace basically came in there, poured her heart completely out. This is what we've been waiting on since this came on. Literally, since it came on the air. And told Hannah, I'm tired. I can't do this no more. I can't do any of this anymore. She said, I'm done. She said, I'm not here about the money, because Hannah didn't even want to talk to her first. Hannah was being all hard with it. Finally, Benny got her to talk to her. She said, give the Criers the money back. Give them the money back, straighten things out, and I'm done. I'm gone. I'm just going to leave it alone. And she was talking. It's like, wait a minute, what is going on? She's like, I'm not getting ready to hurt myself or nothing. I'm just done with all this. I'm tired. So Benny's like, well, we can't give the money back. Why, Benny? Because I need some of it to pay off Mitch's family. I says, how much do you need? Because you gave them the money back then, but they want the interest. He's like, I need $20,000. So Candace said, listen, that's what you do. Give them the money back, and Mommy, you ask Catherine Crier for the interest off of the money. And she'll do it for you. She'll give you the $20,000 to save Benny. And I said, I'm out of here. I don't want no more to do with none of this stuff. Then she went into this whole thing of how she blames the baby's death on her. She knows that Hannah did nothing but try to raise that baby. She gave Hannah the baby's ashes out of her purse. Honey, it was just a tear fest. Everybody was crying, and it was just a mess. It was just too much. It was really done. The scene was done very, very well, but of course, it was long. It was like 20 minutes. It was long. It was done Tyler Perry way. Long. She gave her baby's ashes. She pulled out this ring out of her purse and told Hannah, do you remember when you took me and I was supposed to be in this play and then I didn't get the part and the kids were all teasing me and said because I was too dark is why I didn't get it, and you took me and put me in the mirror and told me that I was beautiful, and you gave me this ring and told me this was the ring that all the beautiful black girls get, honey, and all that. She said, and I took that ring with me everywhere, and I just think that you hate me. You know, it's that other, honey, and that's what Hannah broke, honey, and told her, I don't hate you. I never hated you. I hate the things you've done. I'm not happy about some of the choices you have made, but I never hate you. You're my child. and I would die for you. Do you realize that? I would lay my life down. What do you think I've been doing all this for? So I will lay my life down for you right now, both of y'all. I was like, come on through, Hannah. And they went on, honey, and it just was a whole mess. And Candace told her, she said, can you hug me, honey? And they hugged. And I was like, okay, Tyler. You know, I was like, this is just too good. It was just too perfect. It was too nice. And I was like, would this really happen? Yeah, after a while, people were tired. Like she said, she tired. Yeah, it would happen. And then when they were hugging, and Hannah let out this sigh when she hugged Candace, and I was done. I was like, ugh. Child, it got me right in there, honey. I said, oh, damn, they got me, honey. I was doing real good up to that point, honey. They got me, honey. And the tears got to rolling. I said, damn you, Hannah. That Crystal, she's something, honey. She's that Crystal Fox. She's a fierce-ass goddamn actress. She got my ass right in the chest. And then, honey, Candace got on up and she left. She walked on out, honey, and then that's what Hannah kept saying. God heard me, honey. He heard me. I've been praying all this time, and he heard me. Hallelujah. I said, oh, God. I was done. I was done. I was holding up real good, honey. That Hannah. Crystal Fox, girl, you got me again, honey. You got me again. And Candace did, Tika Sumter did really, really well in the scene. Benny even did pretty good. But Tika Sumter and Crystal Fox, when I tell you, they did that. They did that. It was fabulous. But yeah, that's the reunion we've been waiting for since this came on the air. Now, you do realize something bad is getting ready to happen. Something bad getting ready to happen because this is just like Good Times. Ain't never going to be no completely happy ending, honey. You know, in Good Times, they were poor and happy to be such. And they always was just getting ready to get out of the ghetto, and before they get out of the ghetto, something happened, honey. Always. This ain't no different. Anytime you need it, baby. Anytime you need a friend. Ciao. Yeah, this ain't no different than Good Times. Ain't never gonna be no happy ending. Y'all understand? Anyway, so I will see y'all here next week for some more unhappy haves and have-nots. Later!